So I know I'm always coming on here full-bodied energy, and today is absolutely no exception. I have to share with you guys what happened to me. Okay, so I literally proved to myself and the universe to help me out, letting me know that I am a powerful co-creator in my own existence and a manifester of my reality. So I'll just get to it. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, on the beach, and I go to the beach every single morning that I can to see the sunrise. And every single morning when I'm packing up, I always, for some reason, will freak out thinking I left my AirPods in the sand somewhere. They fell out of my bag or something. I'm always searching and like, oh, calm down finally when I find them. They're right where they always are supposed to be. Yesterday, as I was leaving the beach, I noticed there was this plastic bag blowing in the reeds on the sand dune, and I'm an environmentalist. I'm an earth lover, and so I do my part. I pick up trash when I see it, and I was debating. I was like, should I mess up the sand dune? Should I crawl up on the sand dune and get this bag? I was like, absolutely, whatever. Put your bag down and go get this bag. So I put my beach bag down, climbed up on the sand dune, climbed back down after getting the bag, and then when I picked up my bag and then bend over to get my dog's leash, my phone and my keys fell out of the bag, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And the dog's like running a little bit, and I was like, oh my goodness, slow down. So I get my stuff. As I pick up my phone with the phone case, my credit cards fall out, so now I gotta get all this other stuff, get everything together. I was like, calm down, Score. Then I go to my car, put everything up, go about my day, come home, and everything was fine. I did what I needed to do. So fast forward, I fell asleep last night, and I woke up at about 1 o'clock, 1:30-ish, and that's normal for me. I wake up and I'll just do a meditation, get myself back to center and, ground myself and do all the mastery tools and get ready to go to bed again. And I decided after my meditation to get ready for the beach in the morning and get my morning routine together. I always meditate first thing in the morning. So I went to get my AirPods so that I would have them right next to the bed so I could just, pick them up. That was when I noticed they were not in my beach bag. I was like, no! Like, I started freaking out, and then, like, domino effects, other stuff started happening. I broke my nail. And just a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, I was like, okay, Sakura, you're in an energy that's bringing more of the things that you don't want to you. So relax. And so I started to calm down. And then when I calmed down, Spirit said, look on your phone. You have an iPhone, and those are AirPods. Look up on the app, find my device. And so I looked on the app, and it said the device I was like, if it says still at the beach, I'll go at 1 o'clock in the morning and go get them, thinking they were still there. No. They were actually 10 minutes away from my house at at someone else's house. I was like, oh, okay, wow. Well, they're right down the street. And I wanted to, I really wish I could have just gone then, to go get them. But I was like, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. You can't do that, Score. First thing in the morning, you'll go get your stuff. Thoughts started coming through my head, like, brain just went on autopilot and just started putting all kinds of crazy doubts in there. Like, oh gosh, wouldn't it be awful if this was an apartment complex instead of a house? Oh, that would be crazy. Wouldn't it be even worse if this was a gated apartment complex? It's like, that would be awful. Then something said, look it up. So I looked up the actual address. Now I'm a detective now, and I see that it is an apartment complex. It's like, oh gosh. And then I started realizing, Score, stop thinking these things. Stop thinking these things. And then I tried to go back to sleep. I did not sleep. Since then, I was like trying to just, stay relaxed. I did relax a little bit. Didn't go back to sleep though. So I finally get up at sunrise. Didn't go to the beach. I had to do an extended version of the grounding routine that I do so that I could, actually start my day in a frequency that I really enjoy and that I'm used to ever since having energetic mastery over myself. I got back to Sakura, felt the presence, and it was about 8:15. I was like, this is a good time that it wouldn't be inappropriate to go to someone's house, at this time, someone that doesn't know you. And it's about 8:15. I turn on Find My Device app again. Now I realize they're no longer at that apartment anymore. They are on the interstate going to St. Augustine, like fast leaving my vicinity. I was like, no, no. Now I just go into a little bit of freak out mode, and I was like, okay, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. I did a reading on myself, and all the cards said the angels had it, and abundance was coming my way. And one of the cards actually said this situation is being handled. Calm yourself down. So I was like, okay, that's a task. So I did like work on calming down, but something said just go ahead and check out the area, check out the apartment. You might have to knock on some doors later on when they come back. So I go, and wouldn't you believe, it was gated. Oh, I was like, no. So then I had to figure out how to get on property. I just waited around the corner for someone to go on, and I just followed them in there. And I did that today, before they got home. Then Spirit said, you need to really calm down and ground yourself. So I went to the Arboretum and sat in the forest and just centered myself and came back to Socorro. This did not stop me from checking my phone every, 20, 15 minutes to see if they were back in the area. Long story short, let me fast forward. I told my niece, this is a test. I wrote yesterday in the Q&A, my higher self said that I have to regulate my emotions. I have to start responding instead of reacting. This isn't something anybody did. Nobody stole my stuff. I actually had to change that frequency because I was like, why are they in St. Augustine? They didn't steal them. They just found them. I would be excited too. They went to St. Augustine Beach with my iPods. So I told my niece, I'm going to find my iPods today. I'm telling you, because I've manifested everything else. So how about manifesting something that I want to have happen? And wouldn't you believe, at around 5 o'clock this afternoon, I checked for the 300th time today, and they were back in the area. They were back in the apartment complex. And so I was like, okay, time to put on the detective hat and the snoop hat as well, because I had to go around the corner again and wait for somebody to get on the property so I could sneak them behind them. Long story short, I went to about 4 different apartments. It's about 6 apartment condo area. And they were like, no, we don't have it. We don't have it. Finally, I get to the door where it's like, the radar saying right here. And I said, I think you have my iPads, my AirPods, da-da-da. And he was like, 1 second. He goes and gets his son. I didn't realize I think he was Russian, couldn't speak English. So the son starts translating for him, and the father goes back upstairs and gets the AirPods. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I reach into my wallet and get my card out. I was like, I am a healer. I have my own business. You can pick whatever you want as payment for you giving me back my AirPods. And the son looks at the card. He goes, we're Christian. I was like, oh, well, God bless. And I went about my day. I just had to share this with you guys. We have a choice here. We have a choice to slow down and see where we are adding fuel to the fire that we want to have burning. I mean, seriously, it couldn't be any more plain for me that I created this entire scenario. But I had to lean in and let go as much as possible. As much as possible. As much as possible, guys. We are powerful co-creators. I'm here to tell you, we are powerful. We create our own realities. This stuff is real. Have a good day. I know I will.